All right, we're hitting the Staples. I got to print out some documents from my billing for my landscape business I did yesterday. Some people still want statements mailed, so I got to get them printed out, and this is how we do it. All right, take a look at this tire. That was just me. It's finally, the patch is finally worn down to where you can barely see it. So I think it's gonna hold. I was wondering for a long time if that was ever gonna happen. And since I've lost all my personal settings, actually Tesla told me that today, lost all my personal settings, they're gone. I have to re-put everything in, which means the suspension's not raising and lowering like it is, so it's always at the low setting now to preserve the front axles and lack of vibration, so it doesn't wear as much on the outside now. When it was going up to high in certain areas, it was wearing more on the outside. So I think we're okay. I still think we'll be okay. You can still see where that patch is. Trying to get zoomed in on that here. There we go. There's a better view of it. All right, we just picked up some more stuff at Whole Foods, namely this hummus that they have that we've been eating a lot of. I can't remember the name of it, but it has no or little oil, very low fat. Still has too much sodium, if you ask me, but it's better than nothing. And the Staples was closed. Their hours are different based on what was online, I guess because of COVID-19 or whatever. So we are now heading to another Office Depot further south, and then we're going to go to an indoor mall we can walk around today, hopefully. Okay, I'm taking Denise to the store that I saw. It's called Audrey's. I think it's like a high-end consignment store or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna find out and see if she likes it in just a second here.
Final output will be.
All right, we just left there, and Denise says there's all designer stuff, but we almost got in an accident. More importantly, I noticed people were acting really aggressive in the parking lot. We got blocked in the parking lot. We're there in the back by the mailman, and people were doing all kinds of weird things, and then basically someone almost turned into me. We're gonna take a look at the video on that. But what did you think of the store?
It's a nice store if you're into designer clothes secondhand.
But you don't really buy designer stuff?
I usually don't buy designer clothes. No. I used to rent them on Rent the Runway. That was a lot of fun, but I don't like paying $100 for a blouse and I might only wear twice.
Okay, let me flip to this real quick. Here's what happened. Here's someone that turned the lane in front of me, but then look at this white car over here. This is the one right here that almost hits me. I didn't know it at the time, but I was sitting at the traffic light, and let's see what they do. We're almost there. So we're waiting for those cars to go by. But this person did signal. I'll tell you, they did signal. Then they just turned right into me. They literally almost hit me. If I didn't slam on the brakes, and everything moved forward, like Denise is saying. And let's watch what happens. Okay, Denise, can you see this from where you are? All right, so this person, do they signal? When do they signal? They're not signaling yet. Now they slow down. Do they signal at all? I don't know. But let's see. That's when they almost hit me right there. Actually, let me. They may have signaled at the very last second. I don't know. Let me do the view from the left camera. Actually, your front, rear. Actually, it's only side left. That is their car right there. I can't do the front left. It doesn't have the forward-facing left one. I don't know why. I wish they did. Oh, wait, they must have. That's another car. They must have almost witnessed the accident there also. So the only thing I can really show is from the front. Let me go back to that. What do you think? Can you tell what happened, if they were signaling or not?
I saw the signal when they almost clipped your front fender, but I can't tell if they were signaling when they were right behind.
See, I don't have the side camera on. You can't see how close they were. They almost hit me. Oops, it flipped over. They almost hit me, and then I slammed on the brakes because I could see they were about to hit me.
I think your bananas are going to be bruised.
All that noise is we're picking that noise, the jacket noise.
Your gym bag scratched my elbow as you.
All right, we can't see it. Here it is. Here it is. They almost turn into me. It goes off every single time. What? Okay. Dash cam, Naples. Maybe, I don't know why. This is like a bug in the system. Whenever I keep trying to play this stuff, it turns off on me. There they are again, and it shuts off. Well, anyway, let me try to relaunch the viewer. Launch viewer. It works the first time when I launch the viewer. This is like a bug in the software. Tesla software is full of bugs. Here it is again. Let's see if we can see it. Yep, it just keeps skipping over. It lets me see it the first time, then it skips over. Anyway, we almost got in an accident. That's the bottom line here. Okay, we are drinking tea. Forget the Christmas cup, it's not Christmas time. But we went to a video here on coffee and why we're not drinking it anymore and why we don't think it's good for you, basically. That's what we wanted to say, right? The bottom line is coffee is not good for you. Denise kind of got me back into it. Others had as well. Although I'd never really been a regular drinker until recently, I'd say.
Drinker.
Yeah, coffee drinker. Yeah, but with everything that's been going on with our travels, we've been out all the time. Since, I don't know if you know or not, but we are doing a video series called Tesla RV. Just type in the hashtag Tesla RV in any search engine like Google and you'll find all our videos. But we're out all the time, so we're getting this stuff, and I can tell you that coffee is bad. You stopped before me, but why did you stop?
I've had acid reflux since I was in my early 20s, but only recently coffee started giving me horrible stomach aches, just like a whole gastrointestinal.
And you're sure it was just coffee? It wasn't anything else?
It only happened when I drank coffee. It would be so bad that I had to lay down. So I just can't handle it anymore. I'm kind of glad.
Because it's acidic?
Yeah, but it's just because I'm older and I can't tolerate the same things anymore. Remember that comedian that said I'm 50 and I feel good about 2 days a month? So I'm not out to just get messed up on anything like a 20-year-old will.
Yeah.
No alcohol, no
so
coffee.
it's not good. But you can get the main benefit the main reason you're drinking it was because of the caffeine, not because of anything else. So you just get caffeine in other ways, like tea. We have tea, right? Chai tea now.
Well, I also liked coffee because it was delicious, but really, it's only good to me if I have dairy creamer in it, and I'm vegan now, so coffee's just not good anymore. So
okay.
It not only does it make me feel awful, and it's not good for you because it's acidic, but it doesn't taste good anymore, so I don't bother with it anymore.
Okay, and then for me, it's been more like a week or so. I realized when we went to Ecuador, I didn't have coffee for a week, and when I came back, it's like someone gave me an enema. Basically, I mean, it's like everything's sped up, of course, because of the caffeine. It's very powerful, especially if you get the lattes, or whatever they put shots of espresso in there.
I don't think it's just the caffeine. There's something crazy about coffee that works as an enema.
Well, also, we have our own healthy vegan food certification, and you can find out more at healthyveganfood.info. But one of the first thing on our list, you have to have is whole plant fiber, and there is no whole plant fiber in coffee. It's like a highly processed version of the bean, right? So there's no fiber in it at all. So there's no way you consider that health food. And that because it's so processed, it's in an unnatural form, and it causes other issues. Like I was saying, like people tell me they told me actually even in Ecuador they do coffee enemas. They do that. Like there's a special way of doing that, but the coffee itself actually causes that in me. I'm like very sensitive to these things. I could tell right away. It's a great way to evacuate your bowels, like on a regular basis.
You're trying to read and you're talking about bowels.
Well, okay, but the problem is it speeds everything up. Not only your bloodstream, I guess, with the caffeine, but your digestive system. It speeds it up to a way, way unnatural process. Maybe it has to do with the acidity that you're talking about. or maybe it's just a process of the coffee bean itself. I don't know, but that doesn't happen to me with any other food, I can tell you that. So I was just like, well, I'm just going to get rid of it because, like I said, it's nice if you have to totally clear out your colon, I guess. Like as a, I don't know, once in a while cleanse, every once in a year or so, I don't know what. If you're eating bad, yeah, if you're eating bad. But if you're not eating bad, you don't need to do that. And then it's just too much. Too much of a good thing is never good anymore. You know, and that's what coffee is too much of a good thing. There's other ways to accomplish all this stuff without using the actual coffee drink, right?
Just drink water.
Yeah, just drink water. So anyway, that's our story. We're gonna pass by Starbucks again. If you have any other comments about coffee, let us know in the comments below. But we're drinking our tea.
Please, no
right?
nasty comments.
Yeah, make all the nasty ones you want. I want to hear about how great coffee is and how I'm missing out and all this other stuff. But I can tell you,
It used to be great.
yeah, I mean, well, we're also very strict eaters now, right? So when you also consume something when you're a strict eater that has a noticeable bad side effect, you really notice it. You notice it way more than you would if you were eating just bad overall all the time. You wouldn't be able to distinguish between one thing and the other, right? But I can obviously tell you, I can pinpoint right away when we came back. I could feel it. You know, it just kept going and going. I'm like, I got to stop this. You know, so.
If I just had a Big Mac and a large fry and dumped a cup of coffee over it,
have a few cigarettes. Yeah, I wouldn't know what was causing me a problem, right? You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But now we know, so we got to stop. We got to stop all that mess. So if you stopped coffee, tell me in the comments that you stopped. And pass this video along to somebody else that might need to hear this, who thinks that coffee must be good. I just saw on the news just yesterday that black coffee has some health benefits. And I'm sure it may have some minor benefits, but the negative parts way outweigh the minor benefits. It's kind of like saying that wine's good for you because you have some kind of flavonoids from the grapes. Just eat the grapes. There's no benefit. The drinking wine is a net negative benefit, just like drinking coffee is a net negative, no matter what you might be able to prove.
You're rambling now.
Oh, now I'm rambling. It's the tea. I haven't even had the tea yet. I'm just remembering drinking coffee, yeah, and then whenever I'd have coffee also, you'd notice that I'd be pep up way too much, even way more than now.
Talk like a chipmunk.
Yeah, so you don't need it if you're eating right. You only need it to jumpstart yourself probably, and that's the American lifestyle, right? Jumpstart yourself because you're eating so poorly and you're not getting the right exercise, so you need to kickstart yourself, and that's what the coffee does.
Yeah.
So we don't need that. Don't do it. Get out of it. What's your last closing thought?
Bye.
Okay, bye. Alright, this is supercharge number 1823. Still having problems with this. There we go. It's taking its time charging. Right. Oh, there it goes. Finally. Light's still not working, the ring on there. And it's not closing. It will with the brake pedal though. To get some packages at Amazon Locker, and also Denise is going to get her hair colored, I think. Is that right? Colored,
yes.
Cut? Something like that, just colored.
Color touch up.
Okay. Color touch up. There is a lot of traffic. Hair appointment. There's a ton of traffic here. We were like a block away. So much traffic now. Everybody's in town for the winter. This is the back side of the hair mall. I think there might be some spots in here. Your mind is hot and spicy, and I have no tofu. No tofu in mine. Mine's all veggies, and we asked for no salt added and no oil, and that's what they did for us. So we're at Sushi Thai. That's where we are, the Bonita Springs location. Mine's more colorful. Yeah. And we get to eat outside in addition to all this outside eating because it's so nice here. Right? Yeah.
I need more plants out here.
All right, so what did you think? Healthy, right?
I probably added more salt than the chef would have.
No!
Yeah, it needed more flavor. So salt did the trick.
Well, it's a good thing I got some of your tofu before you salted it. I loved mine. It was great. I don't feel bad at all. I feel great after eating dinner. So that's the best part, I think. In my mind, anyway. Good for me.
Spicy.
So maybe you gotta order spicy.